Alright, so what's good, YouTube? Here is, Atrix with this new list I'm bringing to the channel. It is Zoodiac. Wow, Zoodiac doing kinda good in this format. Yeah, sort of. They don't take any Eldritch in a matchup. Um, so I'll start briefly saying that, there's no particular spice, I would say, other than the Fire Fist. But so the list starts off with Total Blade. Of course, you wanna draw it. Ram, really good combo starter, and it's like you can just set it sometimes, like pop in it, crash into it, and you start all over again with the Zoodiac combo. Whiptail, of course, free of. Rapier. Oh, it's so sad we cannot play more than this, but yeah, this card is insane. Um, Buffalo, this is for a specific combo we'll explain later. Then for the hand traps, we have 3 Ash, Thundered, DD Crow, and Bell. Bell is there. Okay, so DD Crow is really good this format. I would probably switch off with 3 Crows to Ash sometimes because it's so relevant in so many matchups. It's insane. Bell is there for the Cold by the Graves and DD Crows because like you don't really want to see Dryden banned, and it is also really good hand trap this format, and no one really plays around that, so it's a plus. And then 3 Pot of Desires, 3 Avarice, and Upstart Goblin. We max out on the draw engine. Sometimes you can break with the Pot of Avarice, but see, that's the thing. Zoodiac is so consistent. You have 14 starters. Kind of bad we have 1 Barrage, but okay. That's cool. And so, whenever you have a Zoodiac on board, you already have a live Pot of Avarice. You just either wait 1 turn or combo off and cycle everything. Then you have 3 Call by the Grave. Was really worried about Eldritch, and well, it's really good against hand traps. You don't really want to see like Desires into Ash. That's really bad. We don't want to see that kind of stuff. Cosmic Cyclone. Sadly, this is a staple. Sometimes it's really that versus specific matchups, but it's like people sometimes run in annoying things like Mystic Mine, and that is a huge problem. Like if you cannot, or you already popped with Trident, it's real bad. And of course Eldritch. You really need to ban those stuff. Monster Reborn, cool. Living Fossil, I've seen some people in Zoodiac Duelist actually play this at 2. I kind of find it too bricky sometimes, so just one of each is decent. Infinite Impermanence, the hand trap is good against anything but Eldritch. And Zoodiac combo, I feel like Zoodiac combo is like still a one of, like, it's so bricky at times. It's such a nail in the coffin because you draw combo, it's fine, but if you draw more than one and no way to discard it, it's dead. Cool. Side deck, 1 Pancratops, cool. I mean, why wouldn't you play it? 2 Phantasme because there's always like, it's not main deck worthy right now because there's not too many decks that play links, but there's enough deck to side in Phantasme and, well, benefit from it. Lancia because Arcust is getting back in the format, and it kind of helps out with Eldritch matchup. Crow, same thing. Cyclone, that's the third. You really want to put this against Eldritch. Dark Ruler no more. It's the only like good out you have in the deck to big boards such as at Emancipator's board. That is insane. They also have like one of the best cards, being Block Dragon, and evenly matched against back row decks. I really hate those kind of decks. So yeah, and Imperial Order. It's like the one sucky one of you always see of the discard effect of Thorblade. Cool. Then as rank fools, generic one for rank fools is Abyss Dweller, Emerald, kind of cool. Never really used it, but like you have if you draw into any of the extenders, you can make those 2 and 3 and recycle even more. Then for the Zoodiac part, we have Bobo, Chakanine, 3 of, Trident. Sadly, it's still at 1. I would prefer it being at 3. Hammer Kong, Tiger Motor, and then we have Gravity Controller, which is like the main card you go off when there's a problem, such as Appaloosa. You just bait it, and then Gravity Control. Cool. So we have Brotherhood of the Five-Fist Eagle. This guy is kind of nuts, not gonna lie. If you open things like Tenki is really good, because like, if you open it, you take Rat, and basically, you go like, Rapier, Rem, then Rest Rem, pop it with Trident, and then you have 3 monsters on board, because then you overlay, you resurrect Chakanine into anything, and you have like 2 monsters. We do any 2 monsters, you make Eagle, you take back the Tenki, so you have a follow-up next turn, and that is really good. And then you link everything into Appaloosa, which is kind of good. Like, in some matchups, it's godlike, such as Dino, if they don't open any ways to disrupt her. And then the one of Megaclops, I don't think this should be more than 1, because, like, why would you summon the second one? It's already game. And if they out it, it's probably not worth playing another one. Okay, so now I'm going to reply to some of the question they asked me on the Discord. So, Lightning Storm for the side deck, it's kind of like the card is really good in decks that can OTK the very same turn you activate Lightning Storm, which is not what this deck does. And, well, about the Bujinki link, it's really good. It's 2 pops sometimes, but I'm clearly not playing the Time Thief package, which is kind of bricky at times. It is really good because it offers you a free extender, but only if you have an Xyz monster on board, and sometimes, actually most of the times, people will compulse or just get rid of your Xyz monster. As for any other rank 4, I don't feel like anything else is, like, maybe Tornado Dragon, that would be a choice, but again, I would probably need the Bujin Link and the Time Thief package. That would be it. White 3 Tiger Motor, okay. So it's basically for the grind matchups, so you have more ways to climb and take back things. Okay, so about Nibiru. Okay, so that card is really good, but not this format. Like, sometimes it is good to avoid OTK, and that is like against anything but Emancipator, because an Emancipator will always like get the negate on probably the first summon they do, because if they literally suck you and say an Emancipator Researcher and they get the Kimeru, it's already dead. And as for other matchups, Edlich, they summon like 1 monster. I mean, there is the Invoker matchup, like Invoker Edlich, but by the 4th summon, they already have Mekaba on the field, so it's kind of dead. And as for the side deck, I do think there's better cards such as Lancia that really shines this format, because like you stop anything that Arcus does. You shot most of Eldritch spells. You shot Blood Dragons. Like he cannot banish anything. Like it's not really that great, but it's that good against that very specific moment. And as for the Solemns, I've been playing them, but they're like only going first, and they lose real bad to like spell and trap removal. I mean, okay, we can see that Cold by the Grave loses to spell and trap removal, and that is fine, but it actually does something going second as well. While the Solemns do nothing for me. Like, okay, you can negate one summon. Okay, cool. How about this extender, which is like something Emancipator does quite often. Okay, as for cards from Rise of the Duelist, I'm looking for what to play. There's 3 Tactical Tyrants is a really good card. Like, it works kind of like Phantasma. It's like it breaks. It helps to break boards. It feels really good. Like if they ash any of your cards, like Tanky, Barrage, anything, you can just go 3 Tactical Tyrants. You either take one of their monster. That is super good. Draw 2 card. I mean, that's good, but it depends on what you draw. And the best one, I think, is ripping off one of your opponent's hand. Like, that is real fucking good. I think that is what the card is made for. I still didn't test it really, but it feels like a really good side deck card. Not a main deck. It depends on the format, of course. But as long as Ash Blossom is relevant, this card is relevant as well. Okay. So, see you next local, and only PID.